Here is the former South Australian Premier Jay Weatherill and the former Federal Trade Minister Craig Emerson, the two men who conducted the review for Labor. Let's go to that now live.
What went wrong, and it makes recommendations about how we can make a more persuasive offering to the people of this country. The truth is that our democracy is well served by a strong Labor Party. Having a Labor Party which is able to effectively articulate its values and policies and put a persuasive agenda for the people of Australia is a critical part of a successful functioning democracy. And we've always been and played a critical role in the development of our nation. Sadly for us, at this election, we presented a public policy agenda that paradoxically frightened the very people we were trying to support. It was regarded as too complex, it was regarded as not persuasive. What we have found is that there were three critical failings in the campaign. There was a weak strategy which didn't allow us to formulate an appropriate story to tell the people of Australia. There was a failure to adapt to the changing circumstances that we found with the new leader of the Liberal Party, Scott Morrison. And a contribution was also made by the unpopularity of our leader. These three factors were critical in our loss. What we've done is to make recommendations about improving these matters for the future. We've made remarks about the effect of various policies on the election result. We've described the electoral impact, if you like, of the cumulative effect of a series of policies which created risk in the minds of the Australian community. What we haven't done is make remarks or commentary on individual policies, except with two exceptions. In the area of electoral reform, we found that a significant, although subordinate part of the campaign was the campaign that was run by Clive Palmer and the money that was tipped into the last 2 weeks of the campaign. This is a serious threat to democracy, that one individual could have such a profound effect on the share of voice of a major party in that way. And we do recommend that there are spending caps in relation to high net worth individuals who make contributions in election campaigns. We also saw a death tax campaign which was based on lies, but which was also made a small but important impact on the election campaign. Once again, we believe that truth in advertising legislation should be promoted to address that question. The other area I want to address, while we don't make any particular commentary about the particular policies that exist in the area of climate change, we do make this observation. And the observation is that the Labor Party must continue to stand for strong action on climate change. We believe that this is a bedrock principle for the Labor Party and cannot be abandoned. Precisely what the policy should be is, of course, a matter for the Federal Labor Party. And we also make some remarks about our values as a Labor Party. We believe that as a Labor Party, we must continue to advance our agendas of working people and their job security, and also making sure that we address the social justice issues, removal of all forms of discrimination, and of course care for our natural environment. Those principles are not negotiable for the modern Labor Party, and what we need to do as a party is find a way of knitting the constituencies together, working people who are concerned about their jobs and their security, and people who are concerned about those broader social justice issues. So we've made a series of recommendations which are now being considered by the National Executive. The report has been released for public consideration today. We think this is important because we think that this is a conversation that the Australian community is entitled to see the Labor Party have.
Thanks, Jay. I thought I'd open my brief remarks by sharing with you the role of expectations in shaping the election campaign and the result. Every opinion poll, every betting agency, and I think both political parties believed that Labor was going to win. And this actually influenced the way that Labor conducted itself.